What if I told you the SEC just declared DeFi aligned with American values? That's right. In a stunning reversal, regulators are now embracing crypto innovation, while Ethereum smashes past $2,800. This isn't just another market update. It's potentially the beginning of a complete transformation of the crypto landscape. Hey, crypto fam, Alex here from Moonward Capital with your Crypto Pulse Flash update. If you're looking for no-fluff, actionable crypto intel in under 6 minutes, you're in the right place. Today, we've got a DeFi renaissance igniting, Ethereum breaking key resistance levels, and regulatory changes that could completely reshape the market. Let's dive straight into what matters right now. Let's start with a quick market snapshot. Bitcoin holding strong above 109K, up 1.14% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum breaking through 2,800 with an impressive 3.71% gain, and Solana surging 6.19% to 167.03. But the real story is in the sector performance. DeFi tokens up a massive 13.73%, lending protocols up 17.59%, and Memecoins surging 26.10%. So what's driving this surge? In what can only be described as a seismic shift, SEC Chair Paul Atkins has declared DeFi aligned with American values of liberty, privacy, and innovation. That's right. After years of regulatory uncertainty, the SEC is now actively creating innovation exemptions for DeFi platforms and has called self-custody a foundational American value. This regulatory thaw has sparked a DeFi token surge, with Uniswap jumping 16.37% and Aave up 2.65%. To put this in perspective, we've gone from regulation by enforcement to innovation exemptions in less than a year. Adding fuel to the fire, May CPI data came in at 0.1% monthly and 2.4% annually, below expectations of 0.2% and 2.5% respectively. This reinforces the Fed rate cut narrative, with former President Trump immediately calling for a full percentage point rate cut. Lower inflation means potential rate cuts, which historically drives capital into risk assets like crypto. But perhaps the most surprising development is the accelerated timeline for Solana ETFs. The SEC has requested updated S1 filings for Solana ETFs, with analysts now projecting possible approval by mid-July, significantly ahead of previous year-end expectations. Major asset managers including Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, VanEck, and Grayscale are lining up to launch Solana ETFs, with Bloomberg analysts giving them a 90% probability of approval in 2025. Even more interesting, the regulator appears open to allowing staking within the ETF structure, which would be a first for crypto-based investment products. Meanwhile, Ethereum has broken through the critical $2,800 level, gaining nearly 4% in the last 24 hours as ETH ETFs continue their streak of inflows. These ETFs now hold over $10 billion worth of ETH, approximately 2.97% of all ETH in existence, demonstrating growing institutional comfort with crypto's foundational layer. Even more impressively, Ethereum derivatives trading volume has surpassed Bitcoin, reaching $110 billion in daily volume. This isn't just a price movement. It's a fundamental shift in institutional appetite. What we're witnessing is a classic sector rotation within crypto. Capital is flowing from speculative assets to value-creating infrastructure and DeFi blue chips. The Clarity Act has passed the House Agriculture Committee with a decisive 47-6 vote, establishing a framework where most tokens are classified as digital commodities rather than securities. This creates clear jurisdictional boundaries and finally provides the regulatory certainty the industry has been craving. So what does all this mean for your strategy? First, the regulatory landscape is shifting from headwind to tailwind, creating fertile ground for DeFi protocol development and adoption. Second, ETH ETF's consistent inflows signal growing institutional comfort with smart contract platforms. Third, with Solana ETFs potentially launching in July rather than year-end, we could see accelerated institutional adoption of alternative layer ones. The market is increasingly rewarding protocols that create genuine value rather than extract it from users. As these trends accelerate, position your portfolio to benefit from this shift towards sustainable infrastructure and aligned incentives. Watch for Ethereum's momentum as it approaches the psychologically important $3,000 level, with derivatives positioning suggesting further upside. Keep an eye on DeFi tokens like Aave and Uniswap as regulatory clarity continues to drive capital into the sector. That's your Crypto Pulse Flash update for June 11, 2025. I'm Alex from Moonward Capital, helping you stay ahead of the crowd. Hit subscribe for your twice daily edge in the crypto markets, and I'll see you in 12 hours for our next update.